Welcome to Conrad Stevenson's Paranormal Private Investigation. And we are in VR using the UEVR injector.
In my youth, I experienced something so terrifying it froze my soul. I was unable to scream or run. I just stood frozen and gazing at a horror that I can only explain as being paranormal. As time passed, I was able to transform my terror into curiosity, which then turned into obsession. As I searched for answers, I discovered I was not alone with my experience. I was determined to help those folks who retained the fear that I felt. Before I knew it, I was developing a reputation in the field of paranormal research. I developed a website and merchandise, hoping to spread the word and earn a bit of cash, allowing me to pursue this obsession full time. I bought this property to act as my paranormal headquarters. It has more space than what's needed for now, but as I continue investigating, I can grow into it. The goal for my paranormal headquarters is to have a robust merchandise shop and a paranormal museum. I hope the income earned from the tiny shop and museum ensures my business is sustainable. The Paranormal Museum will allow folks to see haunted relics and gain insight on why ghosts inhabit a home or a location.
Let's get this started. Seems I cannot click on the close menu with the controller, so I have to use the mouse for some things.
Spirit, turn on some music.
Okay.
Spirit, turn off the music.
Alrighty.
Need the music on.
I should head to my office in the back and check my emails.
With the museum.
I've lived here my whole life, but I still like to look at the map before heading to an investigation.
Our little office. Check your computer. Close that one with the control pad. We have one email from Tammy Wentz, Evergreen Lane. Dear Conrad, my family and I moved into our dream home on Evergreen Lane about a year ago. It's an old farmhouse without the rest of the farm property. The home has been renovated many times over the years, so it has a fresh and inviting feel. Unfortunately, however, my husband and I are convinced the home is haunted. I believe I was the first to experience anything supernatural. I began hearing odd sounds like footsteps coming from upstairs while I was home alone on the main floor. My husband would tell me I was just hearing things until he had an experience himself. He was in the garage a few months back and swears to have seen a man of average build suddenly appear. At first he thought someone had broken into the garage, but when he made eye contact with him, he made a violent choking sound and vanished. Since then, my husband has been more sympathetic to my concerns. Recently, we've started catching glimpses of a shadow moving out of the corner of our eye. Once, immediately after seeing the shadow, I heard a sinister, disembodied voice. Our youngest children who share a room state that they have an imaginary friend who is a child about their age. Initially, we thought this was just imaginative play, but as we are experiencing these oddities, I am fearful that they are all connected. We have also experienced kitchen items being thrown about. Sometimes we simply hear a ruckus from the kitchen. Other times there really is a mess to be cleaned up. On one occasion, a jam jar mysteriously shattered on the floor. I went to grab a broom to clean the mess, but when I turned back around, the mess vanished and everything was put back into place. It doesn't seem like we are in any danger, but these events have our family all shaken up. Could you please help us? I know you prefer to do investigations overnight, so we'll make arrangements to ensure the house is available for you. I look forward to your response. Thank you in advance, Tammy Vince. Now, these writings that are different colour, you can take them as notes. You can only take 6 into an investigation. But this footsteps from coming from upstairs and imaginary friend who's a child, they come from the same ghost. So if you take that one and that one, you have more chance of gathering evidence of that particular ghost, which is the little girl upstairs. But you also collect little bits of evidence, like notes and stuff, from the house. When you leave, you go back to that house, you can use one of those bits of evidence that you've picked up as a note. So you get even more chance to have a particular ghost appear. Or this one, experienced kitchen items being thrown about, that's from a poltergeist. I was just like that one and that one. That would increase the chance of poltergeist activity happening. And when that happens, you take a picture or record the sound for evidence. We will take how many is here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 or 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we can only take 6. So we'll go for the kitchen. Little girl upstairs. And that's the garage. That's the garage. And that's the one downstairs. There's only one for that, so we'll take the choking sound and the man with average box on the appearing. And when you collect evidence, it appears in the archive, as it tells you. And that's for any audio that you collect, you can listen to. Which is, it's interesting, but it doesn't really do anything. All you can do is listen to it, doesn't it? You can't like select any of that and use that as evidence. Unfortunately. It's your shop where you can buy equipment. And the wiki gives you information on how you can help the ghosts rest in peace and stuff. And this is not one of those games where you get hunted by ghosts and you gotta fight them and stuff. This is more like one of those TV shows. You just gotta gather evidence, but then you can, once you have enough evidence, it unlocks a relic. You go back to the property, pick up the relic, and then you can lay the ghost to rest. And just go back and you have your little spirit guide for the different spirits, and demons, and tutorials. Oops, not mean to go out. Right, I don't need to. There we go. You can buy different stuff. Already have a flashlight. And things. I've hardly ever used any of these things though. Audio device. Usually buy that quite quickly. The parabolic mic comes in handy for picking up audio. And it's otherwise hard to get. And the automatic camera that you can place. To the first
I should check out my gear to ensure everything is working correctly and charged.
So the gear you start with, your torch, your camera, your audio recorder, you can just record audio that you hear, and you can also, if there's like an intelligent ghost, you can ask questions and you'll sometimes get responses. These two things are two of the main things you want to use first in every investigation. Your EMF, because once you use them and you get evidence of paranormal activity, it increases the paranormal activity, so it makes it easier to get our evidence. It detects electricity spikes and stuff. And this is the temperature for detecting cold spots. You've got batteries that will automatically appear in your van in case any of your equipment runs out of batteries. And although this map looks quite big, you can't actually go to all the places. I think there's only like 5 different places. Evergreen Lane, which is just a house, and you've got the church on the street, which is quite a big map itself. Bar Harbour Lighthouse, I haven't actually ever been there. I'm not sure what size it is. Street, which is another house, and Jefferson Street, another house. Raise that one. Right. Evergreen Lane is where we want to go.
It seems like the Wentz family isn't worried about their safety, although it does seem like they're pretty startled when experiencing something they think is paranormal. I'm sure I'll be able to find enough evidence to support their claims and put their minds at ease.
LB, I control that. Don't touch. This is your van that you find parked when you go to your new location. And any equipment you have will be in the van. No, apart from the stuff you have in your belt. With a lag there. B on the pad to interact with things. And we will just turn off the light to make it spookier. And first we will try and get some EMF readings. We just walk around the place. And the notes we have. For the kitchen, poltergeist, glass upstairs, and then garage. So they'll be the places most likely to get some evidence. We've got our camera. Oh,
That was a very unusual noise. I'll keep that as evidence.
that was the poltergeist in the kitchen. Managed to capture that just. They switch quickly if you don't already have it out to catch the sounds and stuff.
What was that? I'm glad I captured it with a recorder.
Breathing now. That was a little girl ghost. As I say, it's not one of those scary type games where you gotta run from ghosts and stuff. As an option you can turn on and off the jump scares, which is basically just loud music playing when like a ghost appears in front of you or something. Or a chilled, relaxing hunting game. And you just want to collect evidence. There's also false evidence, like if you go next to the television, it looks like there's up there, it's just the one from the electrical devices. Sometimes you'll get a red bar going up and you'll say, nah, it's not paranormal, it's just normal. Same with the cold spots. You get normal cold spots like this is just normal. So you might.
These temperature fluctuations appear to be normal.
And something there. Oh, see, there's a bit of evidence. evidence from the
What was
little girl.
that? I'm glad I captured it with a recorder.
And this is a piece of evidence for the archives. And if I bring that next time I come to this location, I'll have even more chance of the little girl appearing. You can turn on the light and stuff. I think it affects your investigation, not any evidence appearing. I just like to turn it off, give it a bit more. I think I missed it. Trying to fix my headset. Missed that. I'm not sure how the video is going, because there may be slight artifacts. The game is not intended to be VR, but it works reasonably well. Just when the headset looks pretty good. Yep. Some here. Oh, there's
These lights are acting funny. I should continue investigating.
I'm going to fill that red bar twice, and that's enough evidence for the EMF.
Wow, that's great audio evidence.
And this first location, pretty easy to gather the evidence for all
The EMF meter should not behave this way. This is paranormal.
and there we go. This is paranormal. That's evidence of paranormal activity. We don't need to use this again this time. You can hear footsteps there.
Wow, that's great audio evidence.
Didn't count towards anything. As I say, we don't need to use this again here. But we do if we come back to this location and get the paranormal confirmation again, and that just helps you get other evidence, makes other evidence appear easier. If we can get any old spot. This is just normal. Don't vent it.
These temperature fluctuations appear to be normal.
Temperature was a lot lower. That's proper. There's not many things to interact with in the world. You can open doors, turn lights on and off, lamps on and off. Pretty much it.
Wow, that's great audio evidence.
And that's all the audio we need for the little girl. You've seen the bar fill up. Even though there will be more different audio for her, that's all we need. Now we need a picture of her. It's usually quite easy in this first house. In order to make it even easier, you want to come back. Like I picked up that picture of the little girl, so that may be used as a note. You can come back with footsteps upstairs, the ghost of a young child, and possibly that any information from the picture. It should probably appear even easier, so it'll be easier to capture it on camera. As I say, you want to fill up your EMF meter, which we've already done, and you want to get the cold spot thing done. That will also make it easier for ghosts to appear. If there evidence.
Nothing paranormal about these temperature readings.
With your camera, you have night vision. Well, good for the immersion. A game that you really do need some patience for. It is a nice, chilled out, relaxing ghost hunting game. Like the vast majority. You usually get a picture of her walking along this hallway here. We'll see if we can get the cold spot thing filled up. A better chance of things happening. This is paranormal.
These temp readings are unusual.
Move about. And we filled the bar up about 1.5 times there. Oh.
Wow, that's great audio evidence.
If I had whispering, so I press record, then caught it. Just the air conditioning, I think. And keep your eye out for anything you can pick up. Not from the pictures and stuff. Oh, up here. I've lost it. Another bit of evidence. Deed of land. John somebody to William Carter. things you can pick up is not, it's not usually hard to find. It's quite easy to spot.
What was that? I'm glad I captured it with a recorder.
That was the same. No, it was crashed. No, the game crashed. Oh, I think I'll have to get all this evidence again. Oh. Saved some. I'm going to get cold spot.
Something is going on here. These temperature readings are definitely paranormal.
Yeah, temperature and the EMF. We just need the photos. We have enough audio. But we do want all the audio we can get. Any more evidence? If there is any to pick up.
Ooh, that is eerie audio evidence.
More audio from the poltergeist. Actually have that loud music, that's one of the jump scares, and turn them on and off. If you don't like jump scares.
Ooh, that is eerie audio evidence.
More audio. The poltergeist you can get.
That's extraordinary audio evidence.
Pictures of things that get thrown about. I'm getting quite some good evidence in this expedition. If there is any notes or anything to pick up, it's usually quite easy to find because the little hand icon appears when you're close to it. Or
That was a very unusual noise. I will keep that as evidence.
for a 100% successful investigation, we also want picture evidence. At least one picture of a ghost. poltergeist activity.
What was that? I'm glad I captured it with a recorder.
Can't imagine I'm going to get a picture of this one down here. I don't think I'm running evidence for the guy who wanders around here. And the best bet is a picture of poltergeist activity. The little girl or guy in the garage. In this expedition, may not even have enough evidence for any of them to appear. Although, as I say, this house is pretty easy. The other locations are harder to get evidence. This is sort of the tutorial house. It doesn't look like there's any more evidence to pick up. In the house. Little girl coughing. We'll head to the garage.
Wow, that's great audio evidence.
More bits of evidence. Louise noticed that her son was not the same person after coming back from the war. Robert witnessed horrible things while he was away at war. His unit was in the thick of horrendous bloody fighting. Once he came home, the trauma was something he could not escape. He was filled with nightly flashbacks and would awake with feelings of terror like he was still in the trenches. His family saw that it meant something cut off. And he returned home without many of his friends as they were left behind and buried in the soil of foreign land. After a few years of being home, he became dependent on habits he could not break away from. His family tried to console him, but ultimately could not alleviate his pain. In 1961, at the age of 37, he gave in to sadness and took his own life in the very same garage he and his father bonded over. Some evidence for the guy in the garage. The guy hung himself.
I'll keep that as audio evidence.
Pretty sure this guy is an intelligent ghost. We can ask.
Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me? Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me? How many people are here other than me? How many people are here other than me? Can you tell me your name? Can you tell me your name?
We will need more evidence regarding this ghost, aren't we? Or more notes, I should say. I'll just give a response from them.
Ooh, that is eerie audio evidence. Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me? Is there anyone here who would like to speak with me? How many people are here other than me? How many people are here other than me? Can you tell me your name? Can you tell me your name? Wow, that sounded like a response. That is very interesting. Is this your home? Is this your home? Why are you here? Why are you here?
Is there anything else? A minute or two in here, just in case he appears. We can get a little investigation. I'd like a picture. And we need more notes on him before he appears. He seems to like playing with the doors and lights.
Is there anything you'd like to tell me? Is there anything you'd like to tell me?
I'll go back up to the little girl, see if we can get a picture of her. A couple of minutes.
That was a very unusual noise. I will keep that as evidence.
I don't think we have enough room to appear. Okay. Try the little girl for a couple of minutes. If not, we'll head back to the office. And we will come back with more notes for specific ghosts. Not a bad investigation. But that's where the gameplay works, you know, you visit locations multiple times with different notes. You get as much, try and fill up the audio and
This photo with the recorder evidence supports a poltergeist being present.
yes. Picture. And that will be proper full investigation now. No experience points. And you get even more experience points when you release. Ghost. Let them rest in peace. As you can see, got a photo now, got all your data, EMF, temperature. One photo of that didn't actually fill up the bar of the poltergeist, so there's other pictures to take. Because I'm pretty sure you only need one picture of the little girl and one picture of the garage guy. And the guy who is here.
Ooh, that is eerie audio evidence.
Little girl. That's right, upstairs I think. Oh look, that came from down here. We've already got that audio. I don't need to get any more audio for the little girl. The bar's full. But we do need a picture. or her relic will appear. And you need the relic so you can release the ghost. When you get enough experience, you can buy other items like the auto camera, and you set it here, and then it will automatically take pictures of whenever it sees a ghost. If you having to stand around, you can go and investigate other stuff while you leave the camera there. And as I say, I do not think I have enough notes on any particular ghost with me in order for them to actually appear. Well, I guess we'll just head to the office. That's a good investigation. And we just go back to the office. Hold B. Full EMF, full temperature, full audio, and full HP for picture. Total of 50 HP you can gather for just doing the normal investigations. As I say, you get more HP if you release Ghost. Those are the main things you want to fill up. EMF, to get the full HP, temperature reading to get the full HP, the audio, and at least one picture to get the full HP. Back to the office. And you can review notes and stuff you picked up. In the archives, Evergreen Lane. And ones that have got a magnifying glass you can click on to use as a note. Like that with Connor. And it could be Connor and Kurt. And that's a sad fate. There's the little girl. This seems so happy, that's the little girl. And we want the little girl to appear. And we'll also take ones from the inbox, which is footsteps, the footsteps from upstairs, and the imaginary child. Many families, many memories. I mean, that could be the Connors and the Carters, there's both of them on that, named on that slip. Built in 1902, that could possibly be for the little girl and her dad. The little girl, isn't it? The little girl in 1902, possibly little girl and her dad. 61st years, little girl, cost of young child, little girl. Any family, that could be for the little girl and her dad and Connor. That should be playing for the little girl. So we'll see if we can get a relic. She is just, she's not an intelligent ghost, I think she's just a shadow ghost. So in order to release her, a residual ghost I mean, mugwort. You need mugwort smudges to release her, I think. So we will go to the slime store and release an exorcism tool and buy some mugwort. By going to that same location as Disney. In fact, I don't need the mugwort yet because a relic doesn't appear until I've got all her audio, which I have, and got a photo of her. Then we have to leave the area and then go back, and then the relic will be there. We still need a photo of her. You don't actually have to pick this stuff up here, because it appears in the band. You can pick up from the band, but I just like to grab it here. Depending on what you pick up first, goes in whatever slot. And your little belt down there. And when you have picked up things in different places, they appear in your little museum. Okay, let's head back to the same place.